And hello to you. It is a digging the vibe moment. And I'm digging. In case you don't know me. Okay. I go on about these weird stories and events, and they are all, whether you want to call them dreams, out of body. I experience a lot of different avenues of flight and communication, and I see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. And I'm pretty sure at some point, some of my subs might go, "This chick, I don't know. Like, do I believe her? Don't I believe her?" Some of the things that she says is way out there. And then there is this debate within yourself of how much am I saying is legit. Well, I believe that good things come to those who wait. And I always say there's proof in the pudding. And I always take reference to the fact that you'll always have honesty. Nothing political, no agenda. I don't make a coin, not a red cent. I do it for love, as that song goes. That was such a good song. I did it for love. It's along those lines as to why I make these videos. Okay, but getting there to mush this and that, no. You know how I went into a spiel a few videos back about the fact that in one of my experiences, I was situated. Bryce, if you don't know me, hold yourself. Don't change that channel because you're going to want to go check out the link I'm going to put in around the description. Super important video. Super important video. There's no way around that. And in all with good conscience and a good heart and good intent, good spirit. You know, you want thrills, you want a thriller, a door basher. You know, what do you want to call it? So I'm going to leave that link, you know, and I would say, hey, look, if I were you. Now, I went on about, you know, I was sitting there and I had asked, why am I here? Why am I seeing this? And I being told that something is going to hit the earth, like a planet is going to hit the earth, because all of a sudden I was doing my laundry, and from my laundry I was somehow on top of the world, and and up there, and these planets were all, you know, coming in my direction, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. When I asked, I mean, that was the obvious. Am I being shown this because the world is about to get hit? That was the very first thing that I asked. That was the very first thing that came to mind. And imagine my relief when the answer was no, and I am sitting here knowing happily that I did ask that question, and the answer was no. So that's good. That's really good. But it's not the planets that we're worried about. And I have said, hey, look, go from Zoom 0. I'll remake some of those videos, you know. I don't see them being, like I said, anything political. If anything, it is educational. And having this education, you make better decisions, you make sounder decisions, and that can only bring to pass and manifest a happiness. And we could all do with, more of a positive energy. And the only way you're gonna, circulate that positive energy is by feeling that you do have control. And that is so important. And the only way that we do feel that way is if our efforts are noted and we prosper within ourselves, i.e., reach goals. That is extremely important. These two factors, the ability and the availability of the ability, that, and the other, like I said, is to have an education. And with that education, you are making sound decisions because you have the know how, the understanding. And the only way that that's going to happen is by having the education of all that is, period. And in this world of technology, there's also the issue of of spirituality. There's a real issue of it. Yeah, there's a real issue of it, and it's really sad that we have to be concerned as to how much do we trust our surroundings and our environment, to just sit and say it for what it is. So whether it's a dream or whether it's a vision or anything of the sort, the fact remains that there is always proof in the pudding, and it is so important. Now, there's going to be people that might want to tear that down, and so be it, but my conscience is going to be a-okay. I know where my heart is, I know where my intention is, I know where my spirit lies, and I know where my actions lie. And so why should I lose sleep over it? I'm saying, hey, look, cautious. This is knowledge and information that you need to be educated on so you can make the correct decisions pertaining to your future. At some point, it's not just about the physical stimulation. It literally is about the spiritual and the intellectual as well. The only way you're going to achieve that is by being conscientious of what actions you take now and what is going to be from those actions tomorrow and the tomorrow after that and so on. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Hey, look, I'm really sorry if I smoke and it turns you off. I'm not smoking in the same room as you, but I am a realist and I look at time for what it is. And I said to myself, I'm not going to lie to anybody and be somebody that I'm not. I'm working this out and working through this as well as myself going, oh, hey, want to take a look at this? Or take a listen. Yeah, this is something you might want to know. And never so low. That is a crying shame. That is when I said, wow, am I ever glad he's doing what he's doing, because he validated what I had seen. I seriously said, hey, look, all this spraying is to cover this. They're there, and people would go into shock if all of a sudden they see this. Now, the great thing, like I said, it correlates with my vision, and good on us that planet doesn't hit us. You can take that to the bank. You know, I must be crazy to put myself out there and go, oh, hey, yo, ta-da, right? I must be. Or, am I? Am I? Am I? Go back to my videos and see how far back it goes. Zoom 0. Okay, so you can leave a like. I would definitely check that out. You want to check that out. Okay, I would not. You know what? He's in Croatia. He's from Croatia. I have followed this gentleman, and the reason I followed him was because I realized, hey, you're talking some truth here. I like that. And I've watched this gentleman and paid attention to his work, and I realized he's really taking the time out to care. He is a trumpeter, and there's no way around that. We have to really give a shout out to the trumpeters and say, yo, you want this, you want to check it out. Why? Because it gives you a trail, what you need to pay attention to at all time, at all cost. And on this information, you decide what your actions are not going to be. Like dramatic. This and that, blah 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 blah. There is nothing like that. There is no need for a hysteria. But there is a need of a reality and going, okay, first things first. We all take a deep breath and we all maintain control. That's first things first. You can also shut it down and go, yeah, horse shit, that's easy to do. I can make that graph, yada, 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 this, that, da, 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 da. Yes, you can. And no one's going to argue with you. In fact, no one's going to attempt to stop you. You are allowed to, be you. You're allowed your own thoughts. You're allowed your own opinions. You're here in a physical body. You have just as much right as I have, and the other way around. That's balance. That's how it should be. It should be a respect. A human being should respect another human being at all costs because they are the same species. And yet there's such a division in our world. And when we take a look at this video, we want to ask ourselves about that division. Do you really want it divided? Or do you want it to come together? I'm going to say, hey, look, take a boo. You want to take a boo. Do you want to stand for anything? Take a boo. Now, don't misconstrue what I mean when I said you want to stand for anything. That's not even proper English. And it's not even what I'm implying. I am saying you're worthy. You're worthy. So, oh yeah, okay, wait, hey, like I said, he's in Croatia, okay? And I somehow got on to, wait a second here, I somehow got on to the Illuminati. I'm going to go backward just for half a second here. only because, okay, here we go. Uh, okay, the name of the video is Here Comes Your Melancholia in Reality. I'll repeat that. Here comes your melancholia in reality. And yet you heard me right the first and second time. Melancholia. And isn't that modulant, huh? Right? Okay. So I looked at this and I thought to myself, I'm going to take a listen. He has a strong accent. Like I say, he's in Croatia. He's my neighbor by birth. I was born in Italy. So he realistically is my neighbor. We are in the same skies, is what I'm trying to say. And oddly enough, I have asked cousins out there, like, hey, how like, do you see that planet? Do you see those planets? They kind of go silent on me, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I know, I just got to go home, and that's way up north, and I know that I would see them. I'm pretty sure that there's some type of buzz as to what's going on up north. I'm sure there's a buzz up north going, what is going on? But up north is fairly lit up as it is. There's a period where there's really no night. It is just such a short period, really, that it's dark. 2.5 hours maybe. Yeah. So, and that's pushing it. 2.5, 3, we'll say, just to be fair. Except that's pushing it. So, the sky's being lit up for whatever particular reason. But you've got to admit, look at the electrical storms that have been happening, the earthquakes that have been happening, the floods that have been happening, the sinkholes that began, pretty much all of this stuff, and snow in one place where it's hot and sunny, and wherever it's cold is going to be hot and warm. Ask yourself, how does that happen? And what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be on the move. Be on the move. Be on the move. The only way that you're going to be on the move is by constructing what works for you, and functioning in a way where you're a healthy influence. I'm going to emphasize healthy influence on other people's lives. Automatically, you are on the people's lives that you love. Automatically, I'm talking past that. In the friend zone, and surprise them with sincerity. Right? That's what it's all about. Really, we're here for this moment, and in this moment, we should love, and all our decisions and choices and actions should be all based on love. That's it. That's the message. Now, before I go get too corny on anybody, you really should watch this video. It's all scientific. You might want to go, oh, la, 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 la. No, don't. Don't. Believe me, don't. It is so worth watching right to the end. So, yep. Now, baby, it's all about the now. Okay, I dig it. And this is me digging this vibe. You could share, as I'm always, give me one of these and not one of these. And I'll talk to you soon. You can subscribe, because we're just gonna keep bringing you, bits and pieces of this and that and whatever and whenever. Pay attention. Pay attention. Check out the link. Check out the video. Pay attention. This is me digging. Ciao.